I've struggled to put on weight my whole life. And when I got injured the first time, I kind of put it on the back burner. But this time around, I want to make sure I'm eating enough food because I think it would help with the muscles around my back and spine if I had more meat on my bones. I'm taking a new approach by not having my meal preps be so luxurious and grand all the time. Chicken breast from the butchers, and I got some wraps, salt, pepper, Old Bay, spinach, cheese, whatever sauce I can find in this fridge. For me, stripping it back, I think, to just making sure I'm eating more food, having that a priority. Keen to do that. Love this shit, bro. Chicken, cheese, spinach, bit of sauce. Not reinventing the wheel, it's just got all the right macros. Might wash it down with some good old Australian Milo. More of this. Thought I'd go through my current stretch regime. I've had this one for a bit over a week now. They're always changing. Just wanted to document it and see where it's at now. Sometimes it regresses, sometimes it progresses. Normally I would do this at night, have a hot shower, loosens up my upper back muscles, and then my low back normally feels the best in the nighttime as well. Something to do with the hydration of the discs. Not really sure how that works, but don't have the science. But I'm going to do it during the day, mainly for lighting purposes. Nerve flossing. Really conservative. Soft tissue work with the tennis ball in both of my shoulder blade areas. Still really tense in there. The other thing that I've liked doing with the tennis ball is getting it under my right glute for that piriformis muscle. The type of piriformis syndrome I have, it's really good for it. It's made a big difference at night time. Doesn't flare up when I sleep. For my upper back, I've just been doing some really conservative ones for the back muscles. And then for the shoulders. For the hips, I've been doing different types of hip exercises on each side. I think I have external rotation, mobility work on the left, which is my pain side, and then internal on the right. So for my external, I do banded hip mobilization, really gentle. Assisted hip airplanes, but they're internal. I go really short and small, and then I just turn it in. Feel that glute fire. Hold it there. Core strong. And then turn back. Do that normally 3 to 5 times. And then finally for the right side, I don't know if you can see it, but I just do these seated, banded sort of kickouts. My physio gave this one to me. Just really gets in here. And that's for the internal rotation. I also like stretching at night on the odd occasion where, something in my body doesn't particularly like what I'm doing, or I might push something a little bit too hard. It normally gives me a few hours of rest followed by hopefully 8 hours of sleep, and that can negate a lot of things. Whereas if you do it during the day and then you got to go to work, you can worsen that. So I'm about to head to work after just over 3 weeks off. I'm feeling excited because it's the first big step into getting back to my life, and I enjoy working there. I'm also a bit anxious about my body holding up. Also don't like having attention, and I don't want that regression. But I just wanted to jump on and say that my mindset has been the ultimate factor to get me to where I am right now. And maybe I'm a little scared to see that mindset rattled, but you have to challenge it and test it. So that's what today will be. But I'm going to practice what I preach and take a breath and control what I can, and let go of what I can't. You might have seen in the last video, I was in the routine of getting in the pool after I go for a walk. It's like my own little, obviously not quite as cold as a real ice bath, but still chilly in the winter. And I feel nice when I get out. Just right fucking now. I have a secret to share today. I'm wearing thermals. If you ever needed proof that I've spent my entire life in Queensland, it is that on a literally no cloud in the sky day, as soon as it hits winter, doesn't matter, I'm shivering. Some European is probably watching this thinking I should be swimming in a pool somewhere. Nah. For context, this is what the day looks like literally everywhere. Fixation and being too reactive. What I've done better this time is realize that when those reactive behaviors start to creep in, I'm able, before I start doing too much and realizing I need to change this, this, and this, making a very drastic change that often causes more harm than good, I've been able to withdraw myself and study what I'm feeling a little more, and then making slight changes and realizing during that process there may be pain, but if I can get through that, then I'm going to be on a better path. I was driving home from the physio and I had this thought that I didn't realize until I was injured about the connection between stress and the causes of pain. Just because you're already in pain, it becomes so obvious that when you're in a heightened state of stress, you can really feel the physical implications more. I think it's made me respond to everything in my life in a different way. I understand that keeping my body relaxed and calm in the majority of the situations is appropriate anyway. There's not much that goes on in my day-to-day life that requires me to really tense up and put my body through a level that's going to stress me out and cause more pain. And I think it's been an overall positive impact because it's made me much more content with my life and realize how overreactionary, if that's a word, that I can be in situations, and how I can actually live a better life and still communicate in the ways that I want to and still show a level of care. I used to think that there was some sort of relationship between caring and being expressionate and stressed. Just because you're not stressed doesn't mean you're not processing certain parts of life. And I'm not saying stress is completely avoidable. Stress is unavoidable in certain aspects, but a lot of the areas of my life that was causing stress was actually just a choice on my part. When I realize that and I'm able to actually feel my muscles and bones be calmer and more accepting of a situation, it is actually a different way of living. It's gone back to what I've been reminding myself constantly when I do start to get worried from pain. Is just, you're not fighting anything. And if you just imagine you're flowing with the current and not trying to swim against it, you generally seem to put your mind in a space that is way more accommodating for recovery.
They gave you a voice. Why can't you prosecute the crimes and not the thoughts I employ?
Cold and sore kind of day. I'm gonna go Chipotle this time. Holy fuck, I did a lot of cheese. Yeah, normally something like that. I'll roll it up, but I need to make my Milo first. It's been a few days since I recorded last, but the last maybe 3 or 4 days have been a noticeable improvement in the upper back, which has been really good. I have hit that period, and I'm very familiar with it, where it doesn't just go like this and it starts going in circles a little bit. And I just wanted to take this time to bring up that sometimes I'm just stretching. Quite often I'm stretching and I just listen to my body and say, nah, not tonight, or not this exercise tonight. And that's something I couldn't do before, and I would make it worse because I felt like I had to stretch. It's been really good to do that. Very beneficial. Listening to your body takes precedent over the stretches. Obviously, activity and mobility is really good. It's the key, but all in moderation, at least in my experience.